Hello, welcome to Quackalope, and today we are bringing you a solo game called Maquis.
Maquis.
We think that's how you say it. We're not sure. I mean, I'm from Kentucky. I don't get the French quite as accurately. Yeah, I'm joined today with Tommy. You are part of the Kingdom Death kind of fan modding community. Yep. We're actually here to record some Kingdom Death gameplay after we destroy this solo game.
Yeah, easy.
We play heavier cooperative games all the time. We figured this would be an easy one-shot, like, get it done and over with on the channel.
Yep.
And then swing into, like, something that presents a real challenge, right?
Totally.
Yeah, totally fair. This is actually a video that was requested and chosen by my Patreon community. A brand new thing we have going here on Quackalope. We haven't talked about it that much, but this is the first video that's coming out on the channel that was picked by them. So we posted 5 possible games, gave them a video, an overview of each one. Weird little titles that may or may not make it to the channel, but that I own in my collection for a variety of reasons. They chose for us to bring this game to the channel.
That's awesome.
So if you enjoy this gameplay, if you want to be involved in the next things that we're picking for the channel, I think the next poll that is currently live is which solo root factions we actually bring. And we're going to be doing a kind of public-facing, on the main Quackalope channel, solo root gameplay. We're also going to have the highest pick faction, which is right now the Eerie Dynasty, is going to be an exclusive for the Patreon community.
Cool.
So if you want to see that, if you want to be a part of choosing games like this to come join the Quackalope channel and share with the rest of the world, swing over to the Patreon account. We do exclusive content there every single week. We're even working on a behind-the-scenes podcast, some extra videos. It's only $1 to support, and it really does make a difference to have kind of an active community there. So, are you ready to swing into this?
I am.
So, Maquis is a solo-oriented sort of worker placement game. We are the French Resistance, and we're going to be moving throughout this district, trying to accomplish a series of missions.
Yep.
Now, these missions have some different weights on them. The 2 stars means these are super hard. The 1 star means it's super easy. We're going to skip all of the 1 star. We're going to go ahead and draw up 2 2-stars, and we're going to play, right? I mean, 1 stars, we've beaten every single one of the 1 stars. Like, why even try them at this point? And we're going to swing in, and we're actually going to do the updated rules for the advanced difficulty, which we'll go through and talk about what those changes are. To start with, though, if you've ever been to the channel, you know I like flavor text. And you know I like flavor text.
Who doesn't like flavor text?
And I love people reading me stories. I mean, who doesn't love other people reading them stories? So I'm just gonna hand this over to you, and at the top of this.
So, you are a member of the Resistance, a small band of freedom fighters attempting to dismantle the Nazi occupation of France during World War II. The Axis controlled government has installed a paramilitary unit called the Milice, tasked with policing the populace and fighting the Resistance. Should the Resistance prove to be formidable, the government will not hesitate to call in the German military to stamp out the dissent. You have 15 days to complete 2 missions before the occupation discovers you. If successful, the Resistance has won. However, if the town's morale drops to 0, or all 15 days run out, the occupation succeeds in crushing the Resistance. Engage the Nazi occupation of France in the Une petite guerre to throw off the yoke of oppression and free your homeland.
Sounds good. Sounds like something we can handle, right? So just before we draw these mission cards, let's go ahead and give a very quick 30-second overview and then get right into the gameplay. Because the reality is, with a game like this, watching someone play it will walk you through kind of how to play it. Over here, we have our morale track. That is going to be a win-loss condition. It's also going to be a pressure point for how many soldiers and Milice are coming out into this playing field. Below that, we have soldiers. Every time we kill a Milice, more soldiers will come into this community. We have a harder time dealing with them.
Yeah, pretty natural, right?
But I mean, the reality is we could start with all 5 soldiers, and it probably wouldn't be a problem. Games like this are easy. That's just the reality of it. Next, we have our own little workers here, and we have a bunch of tokens that represent things like money, food, intel, medicine, and explosives. These are going to be the items we use in order to accomplish our direct mission. We can gather them throughout different actions taken here on the board. We have our patrol card. Every time we place a worker out from our safe house to start the day, we will flip a patrol card, populate the area with Milice and with soldiers. They will create obstacles or barriers trying to keep us from getting back home. Finally, we have some upgradable rooms down here, like the chemist lab or an extra safe house. These are areas that we can build here on the map. It's got some really nice production. to give us some additional actions or some added security. And finally, we have our day tracker down here with arrows and red zones. Those are pressure points where our morale starts to drop because it's gone on too long. Let's go ahead and go over... What should we start with? The additional rules or the missions we're trying to accomplish?
I would say additional rules.
Okay. So we are going to play on difficulty mode very hard. Okay? So with tricky, you're going to start the game with only 2 workers. So only 2 will be in this location. With 2 recruitable workers by the cafe. So we can place 2 down right here. The 5th resistance worker does not exist. The game ends when the turn track marker lands on day 12. So not 15 days, 12 days. Next, utilize the same rules as tricky mode. Additionally, instead of decreasing morale when the turn tracker lands on an orange space, decrease morale when the turn tracker lands on a space with a triangle.
Okay.
Not too bad, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, a little bad.
Yeah.
We're going to get stressed quicker.
Yeah.
Next, for very hard, utilize the same rules as tricky and hard mode. Additionally, when a resistance worker is arrested, either by being cut off from the safe house or by a patrol landing on it because all available patrol locations were taken, reduce morale by 1. If you get captured, morale gets pushed down again.
So not just once, twice?
It gets pushed down once if you get captured, and then it'll also be pushed down by moving down this track. So there's we'll see.
Once per day, once per capture.
Really, those modifiers, all they do, they limit your worker by 1, and they make you stress a little bit quicker. But if we win the game in like a turn or 2, we're good. Right?
Yep.
Okay. So here's some level 2s. If you just want to filter through here and go ahead, I'll pick 1 level 2. I'm going for... You're going for that one? Okay.
Yeah.
And which one are you going for? There's a few in here.
Let's go for that one.
All right. So all of these get set over to the side. This is how you change up the game, right? So these are all different missions that you could accomplish. You're only ever going after 2 in a round. So there's a lot of variability. We have Destroy the Train and Liberate the Town. Destroy the Train is going to lock into this top location here. We've received intelligence that the occupation are going to be transporting panzers along the railway near your town. Plant bombs to destroy the train as it passes. Deliver 3 explosives to this location. This mission must be completed between days 6 and 9.
Woo.
So days 6 and 9, I'll use a little cube here to just indicate that this is our window of success. This location here, we need to bring 3 bombs, which are made with medicine at a chemist lab. So we need to get enough money to produce 3 bombs to then plant them up there. Okay? Next, we have Liberate the Town. The Allies are pushing forward. If we rise up at the right time, our town could emerge unscathed. For that, we will need weapons and courage. Possess at least 3 weapons and 4 morale at the end of the game. That morale is going to be a little bit hard to balance. But this is going to go up here. This is actually more of a state of game type of effect. So I think we focus on getting production up for our bombs.
Totally.
And then we move forward.
And just hope that our morale is high enough.
Yeah, and one key thing, even though we're only placing 2 workers right now, there are still going to be 3 Milice that are placed out on the board because of this little red indicator here.
Yep.
As morale sinks, that number will increase even if our own workers don't increase.
Totally.
It's going to be a big deal. Okay, so we're starting cooperatively. I've played this game a few times. I usually go like grocer and cafe as a first round thing. Because you gain a food, it's a safe return home, and you guarantee yourself an extra worker.
But
what?
But with us needing to plant bombs so quick, does that change?
I don't know. I think having additional workers early on
allows for
more actions to be taken throughout the course of the game. It's that same theory around sort of worker placement games. If you can get an additional action,
more workers means more placement. So
you go with that? Well, let's start with the grocer because the cafe can never be blocked off by a patrol.
Okay.
But the grocer can be. So we'll flip a card here. Radio B. So guys popping up there.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to go to the cafe.
Yep.
Okay. And we have 1 at the fence.
Yep.
And then we're flipping 1 more because 3 are coming out. Fence is not available. So going down here, he's going to Point du Nord. Or Pont du Nord.
Point being, they're not on us. That's all that matters.
And one thing you can do, you can always check your discard. So we know that 2 fences haven't been triggered. We know 1 radio B. There's 2 of each of these top locations, and then it cycles a little bit lower. So that's the first round. We are able to return home with food. We are able to trade that food for a worker. Yep. Easy. I mean...
3 workers.
Yeah, easy. Got 3 workers right off the top. This is going to push down by 1. And that's the state of the game. What do you think now?
Do we go for that 4th worker?
That's kind of the question. So we could go for the 4th worker. The only place to get medicine is up here, but we need food first in order to make bombs. We could also push up here and try to get to one of these radios to do like an airdrop of a bunch of food, or do an airdrop with medicine or money. If we did a successful airdrop with like 3 food, because that's one of the options. We could then trade that food for morale, but then we have a really big morale problem because our morale needs to stay as high as possible.
And our morale could drop so quickly.
So I feel like slowly getting the money we need might be the best option.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to sell off like a bunch of our resources.
Which we don't have many.
We don't have many right now anyway. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do that.
Sound reasonable?
Yep.
So grocer.
Yep.
First action, like leave the base safely. Grocer did not get taken. Point du Nord did. Okay, and then the black market could give us a second bill immediately, because we would get a food token from this guy.
Which we could get a bill.
We could get a bill, and we could get a second one from the airdrop.
We do get a minus in, was that morale?
We would get a minus morale, but we would be able to go ahead and build the chemist lab.
That is true.
On the next turn.
I think we go for it. I think we make that gamble.
Try?
Yep.
All right. So we will push forward one more time. We will lock ourselves off at the black market.
Drops us down.
We're not going down yet. We need to be able to successfully do it, which we will be able to. But point live.
Yep.
Or leveque. I don't know. I'm not French. And now this is going to be our last worker placement. Radio B is kind of where we were working ourselves.
Yeah, because we're trying to go for that airdrop.
Yep. And the last cycle here, Radio A gets blocked off. Well, and the interesting thing is, the way they check to see if they're going to arrest, they'll never go to your location first. So if this had been Radio B, he would have checked the other 2 available locations, and then if all of them were blocked, he would have went back and potentially locked.
So they're just trying to get your escape, and if not, then come back to you.
Yep. So grocer comes home. That's going to give us a food. We're going to sell the food immediately. For $1 and a lost morale.
Yep, there's the lost morale.
So we're going to bring the $1 like over here.
Yep.
And then we want to do money here at the airdrop. So let's place the airdrop down in this field.
The money?
The money. Yeah, the money. Money pops down into that field. This guy is able to return home. This will push down by 1. We lose another morale because of the arrow.
Yep.
Not a big deal. And we are back up to the top of the round. So, you put intel here. We want money here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're good. So we could get our 4th worker. No, we can't because we traded it for food already. We could. We could go ahead and build a chemist lab. We have to set someone into the field.
We need that second money though.
We have to send someone to the field, and putting someone out too far. Like, do we want the chemist lab here, or do we want it over here, kind of across the river? This is where we've got to deliver everything, but the chemist lab doesn't technically help us that much. It might, like, I'd love to have a safe room there, but I don't know if we'll get one.
Mm-hmm. So you think you can put the chemist lab back over here?
We could. It's the most accessible location for us, and we need to go there a lot. But the doctor is where we get our medicine, and we need to go to the doctor a lot too. A smuggler could get us 3 medicine. That could get us exactly what we need to produce our 3 bombs, but then we need another way to source 2 more money.
So we already have the 1. So it's like, how do we get the 1 more?
Well, I mean, we could try to do 2 more airdrops. It's risky and it takes a lot of time.
Or we go for 1 more to the black market and we take 1 more morale, but we're getting pretty close to low morale anyways.
Yeah. I mean, we could do literally the same sequence we just did for 2 more money. You know, take another morale hit.
I think that's the way to go, and then go really hard on the bombs afterwards.
Build smuggler, take another morale hit here, and then try to go all in on the bombs, and then try to get our morale back up, because we can always sell food and medicine here at this location.
Yep, for morale boost.
Yeah, and with the smuggler active, we can get the food and medicine we need for that morale boost.
Yep.
Okay, so first action, do it safe. Go to the grocer.
Totally, first action, grocer.
All right, we'll flip this. Radio A, so that's the second Radio A that's came out.
Good.
Second action, we want to build smuggler here?
That's true.
Or do we want to...
But we need the second money though.
We have the money we need.
Oh,
We'll get it this
Yep.
turn.
Yep.
The question is, where do we send someone to try to build? Because if we send them up here, we're running the risk of getting caught.
I think too far.
You think that's too far?
Yeah.
Go ahead and try to get our fourth worker before we do that.
Yep.
So we'll send him to the spare room. Flip this again. Radio B.
Okay, that keeps us from the airdrop.
We're moving here into the field.
Yep.
That will get us this point Lequev. And then I believe we're on 4 right now, right? So 4 Milice are going to come out. Check
And that
small
is
number.
4.
Yep. Grocer is already taken. Port District is going to be the next one.
Perfect.
Okay, these are going to be shuffled up again. We're going to go ahead and successfully come home with a food. We're going to successfully come home with a money. These money can go ahead and be spent. We're going to build a smuggler here in this location. This is going all right.
I think not bad so far.
I told you we'd win.
Yep.
Like, you were concerned, you were worried at the beginning, you thought there's no way. Yeah, it's going to go down again.
Which means we'll go.
It doesn't actually shift. It's only on the arrows this time.
Yep.
It just pushes that pressure
Good
point
call.
a little bit higher. So, to start with here at the top of the round, we can go to the cafe to get our fourth worker. We already have the food that we need to do that.
Yep.
I think that makes sense. We could also, you can go straight here to the grocer. If we want to do that safely, we need to put someone at both of these locations.
Yep.
Oh, and these guys need to come off. What do you think?
I think that sounds good because I think you're right. I think we need those grocers so then we can.
I think we pull medicine.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Do we want to go ahead and do our run for money right now? No, let's get our fourth worker and do our run for money next turn.
Yeah.
So let's do the medicine push right now.
Because we're running out of too much time.
Yeah. We need 3 days to produce the bombs.
Which is still by 9.
Yeah? Alright, let's keep pushing forward. Okay. Pushing up here to grocer.
Yep.
It's our first decision. Fence is going to be marked.
Yep.
Pushing... The smuggler's never going to be taken. So really at this point, we can go smuggler.
Agreed.
Radio A.
I think cafe for the third. Yep.
Radio B. And then a fourth one comes out.
Point Levique.
Levique. Okay.
There we go.
We're returning home. We're gaining a food.
Yep.
Gaining 3 medicine, which is excellent. Okay. And then our additional worker.
Which is exactly what we needed.
This pushes down. These guys come off.
Easy.
Yeah. Yeah. This is going all right.
Goes to 5.
I think I already pushed it to 4.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Because I think last turn we were on 3. So now we're doing a money push.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the
we're going
idea?
for money. Yep.
So you do it as safe as possible. Is that what we're thinking?
Yeah.
Okay. Push forward to grocer. I'm worried that radio B will get blocked off though. Grocer, Point du Nord.
Yep.
Okay. We don't have a gun yet. And there's not a good way for us to get one. I was hoping we'd maybe get a gun because then we could actually be a little bit more risky with our actions because we could discard it to get rid of someone. I guess we push straight towards the black market here because we actually have to go to the black market.
Yeah, we need more money. Yep.
We got to sell for it. Grocer, Port District.
Yep.
We were going to push up to Radio
The
B.
B.
Fence. This is working out all right.
Port du Nord.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're good.
We could go ahead and build... We're getting 2 money this turn. No, we're not. We're not going to be able to collect it from the airdrop.
Yeah, because it's going to be in the field waiting for us.
So where do... I mean, we could push right to the smuggler and just get a resource of food.
just keep doing that food up that we can use later.
What if we get an additional resource of... Because we're going to have 3 food. We could get an additional resource of 3 medicine, which gives us a potential 3 morale.
Yep. Yeah, I like that idea.
Okay. Smuggler there.
Yep.
We don't get it yet, but
know.
I think we're good.
Let's
we
see
have
where
one
we're
more.
at.
Radio A. We're clean. It's all right. This is going. I knew it would go well. Oh, the only problem? Food is limited, so we're going to lose out on 1 that we could potentially get, because 4 is the max that we can have. That's all right, though. I'm okay with that. So...
Yep, 2.
Yeah, we're actually missing out on more than 1.
Yeah, because we have the 1 for the grocer and then the 3 for the smuggler.
Well,
and the 1...
Let's take the 1 additional medicine from the smuggler, then. Oh, yeah, it depends on what we're selling here, right? So let's sell first.
Let's sell food.
Sell food, where we're gaining 1 from the grocer.
And so we sell food that will give us 1 plus the minus morale, right?
Yep, and we're coming back. We airdrop
Yep, so we have an airdrop.
some money into this field over here. Now, if we'd sold... Let's actually keep that food and sell medicine instead.
Okay.
Because we're going to gain food from the grocer, and then we can gain 2 medicine from the smuggler.
Totally.
So gain food from the grocer, 2 medicine from the smuggler.
Totally.
Because then we at least have a 1-to-1. We just need to get rid of this medicine first. Okay. We're clean again. Our morale is dropping again though. This is going to be a problem immediately. Yeah, it's going down to 5.
Ooh, morale of 2.
Yeah.
So now we need to boost morale.
We're gonna need to go there. I mean, it probably would not hurt to go there this turn.
I agree, because otherwise I think it's all going to go downhill.
Yeah, quickly. Okay. So we will push. Where do we want to build our next location? We want to build it across the river here?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, I think that's too far, that spare room.
And we're going to be going here potentially more often anyway.
Yep.
So, Point Leque?
Yep.
We could always check. I mean, let's see here. How many people have... There's at least 1 more Point Leque. So we need to be there if we want to guarantee that we don't get caught.
Yep.
And there it is, right there. Black Market is what's going to be locked off.
Yep.
Now, push up to the Poor District.
Yep.
Just to lock off us getting more morale.
Yep.
Radio B gets blocked. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these again. And what are we up to? We're up to 4 still.
We are.
Let's lock off the... Oh, we got to do the doctor. If we're building here, we're running a bit of a risk putting someone into that room, although we're guaranteed to build there.
Are you thinking the chemist lab there? So we can make some bombs?
I mean, that seems to make sense. My concern is if someone gets placed down in the doctor, we lose one of our guys.
So you're thinking... Because we only got 2 spots. We got here. We got him over here later.
Yeah, and we have to go to the field this turn to get the money. How much time do we have? This is going to move down 1 day. 1, 2, 3. We've got to do it now.
Yeah.
Like I don't think
Yeah, because we don't have enough time to make enough bombs otherwise.
All right, let's see if we get screwed. Push to the spare room.
Yep.
Radio B's already taken. Grocer. We're clean.
There we are.
We've got to go to the field. Grocer, Poor District.
Ooh.
Okay, well, that happened.
It happened.
Well, we can lose a guy for a chemist lab.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen.
Sacrifice, man.
So, field is going to come back with money.
Mm-hmm.
Spare room, we are going to lose him. He's out of the game. We actually lose a morale because of that as well. That's dangerously low.
But we get the chemist lab.
Chemist lab's being placed there. We are going to go ahead and sell a medicine and a food
To pull morale back up.
for a morale back up. Both of these guys are coming back with us.
But now we have a chemist lab.
We do. That's good news. Ish.
So now all of these nice medicines can be made into bombs.
We need to, and this money's gone. Yeah, we need to immediately start producing bombs. So that means we need to lock off Point Leque and the doctor every turn, basically.
Yeah.
And neither of those have been drawn so far. And we're going to be pulling 4 people no matter what. So let's start. Point Leque, it makes the most sense.
Yep.
Because if something fails, we can always go up here and just boost our morale.
Totally.
So we'll start there. Point Leque, Point du Nord. There we are. Now, doctor.
Yep.
Protect our path. Fence. Works for me.
Perfect.
And final action, move here into the chemist lab. We have a
Grocer.
grocer.
Good.
And then the last one, another fence, another blue Barrett. There we are.
Yep.
So you do nothing. You gain us a medicine. We'll trade that medicine immediately for
A bomb.
a bomb.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
This is
pretty
working.
good.
This is working. Let's move down. That's going to come off. We're now within the zone of when we can complete that action.
Let's put it there just in case. Keep track of that.
I figure we continue doing the same thing.
Same thing.
Here's the thing. One Point Leque has come out. Point Liquid. I'm going to say that different every single time. It is also tied to the doctor location. 2 doctors have come out.
Levesque, I think it's
Levesque, maybe.
Levequois.
Levequois. Pont Levique. I don't know. I'm trying to do it in like a bad Kentucky accent. We could go directly to the doctor, but I don't think a doctor is a top action. Let's just keep blocking off. Let's keep blocking this off first.
Yeah, I think as long as we can make the bombs, I think we're good.
Okay. Flip.
See?
Good option. Black market.
Push them over there. Yep.
Oh, well, we know where we're going.
Yeah, they're going to the doctor.
We're going to the doctor anyway. Radio A.
Yep.
Block off here. Down to the chemist lab. Radio A.
Point Levequois.
And the black market. Oh, no. Our person... Okay.
So, at that point, does it recycle? Does it keep recycling?
Mm-hmm. So here's the problem we just ran into.
So they go through. So it goes radio. It goes here, then here, then here, then here, then here.
Mm-hmm.
And so it puts them here. So we lose this person because somebody comes here. Correct?
Uh-huh.
That is what it is. But we do end up with.
No.
Oh, because no one can get back home. Do we just lose?
Yeah.
Well, that's the.
And they're gonna put out another. They're gonna put out a Radio B. So, here's the problem. Our guy looking out for us at Point Leveque
Get taken.
got found out, got sniffed out by a few of the
Milice.
Milice. And we didn't invest in any guns. Because we really didn't have any time to invest in guns, if we're going to be honest.
Yeah, because we had to rush through to make bombs.
We were trying to make bombs to get to the train. So this guy comes heading home with some medicine. And our dude here at Point Liquid
is in handcuffs?
Leveque is in handcuffs and points us out. Yeah. And then our chemist lab comes back strapped with bombs.
And then they both point us out.
So... This is never... I thought we'd win.
You know, if he didn't get caught, I think we'd have been good.
Well, we had another glaring problem up here. 4 morale and 3 guns. It was going to be a little bit hard to come by as well.
Yeah, but we had to 12, and I do feel that if we could have got the bombs, we could have went straight. We could have went hard on morale. And
we could have went hard on morale, but I don't think we would have got
the guns.
Because, I mean, we need money to trade for guns, or we literally have to do an airdrop every single turn. That was going to be a big ask. It was going to be a big ask.
I think we could have done it.
I mean, we didn't.
We didn't.
If you joined us, watching us fail at Maquis, watching us fail at saying the name of this game and playing it, thank you so much for staying tuned.
It's a good time.
I wanted to demonstrate hard mode on this game. Like I said, there's a ton of variation when it comes to the level and the skill that you're playing at. This would have been, we would have needed perfect turns. I'm sure there's going to be someone in the comments saying you just have to do A, B, C, and D. Period. I thought we were doing pretty well for the situation we were given.
Yeah, I mean, the last card totally there's no way around that.
Yeah, I really like this
perfect.
game. I've been on behalf of the Patreon community trying to figure it out, trying to get the inner works and stuff. Literally, this has been I have a video exporting, come into the room, turn on a single light, and play a 20-minute dip into this for 20 minutes. And I've played through a variety of this different missions. I've never actually won on hard.
It's hard.
It is a brutal game. It has some elements that are harder to control and mediate, but the reality is all of this is open information. We are allowed to remember the order that these cards come in. You're allowed to remember what has been revealed already because it's supposed to be patrolling units. So you can, do the knowledge and track where the patrol cycles happen, how they move across this board, and try to facilitate that balance with a little bit of randomness, just the element.
I think this was great though, right? Because I think that we had to take a gamble to meet our
time.
Had to, and we took the gamble.
Yeah,
and so either we succeed and we're like, yes, we won, or what happened.
Yeah,
and I think that's what's great about a good game.
This is one that I've been very, very satisfied with. I feel like it never lasts longer than it should. Every time I've won, and it's been on tricky mode that I've won, I felt satisfied with the fact that I just won. I felt like I'd actually learned and accomplished something.
Yep.
It's one that I keep coming back to. So I'm glad it's in my collection. I'm glad I'm backed it. I'm not sure about the availability now. I know it was a Kickstarter only thing, but I think it did fairly well. I certainly hope to see it come back, and I hope to see more titles in this style. I like the exploration and kind of the dipping out. I like these little like upgraded.
Oh yeah,
components
I think the upgraded
like
tiles
that.
are great.
What's your sense of it? This is the first time you've actually seen this little solo game.
Yeah, so Jesse here just taught me the game,
Sure.
and I think that
It took what, 2 minutes to get
It
you
did.
running into it?
It did, and I think that as you mentioned, I think what's great about it is as you play it, there's kind of nuances come out.
Sure.
But I think that what I like is a mixture of strategy as well as chance, and I think that's perfect, right? I think we had good strategy, as you mentioned. You could shuffle, look through the cards.
Yep.
You have multiple directions you can go, but there is always that chance, and so that you are playing a little bit of a gamble, and I think that's wonderful.
Well, and with the harder ones, you definitely have to. I mean, there are risk-taking elements with them. Like, for instance, if we've got today 9 here, this symbol up here means we can send someone there with 3 bombs. He can plant those and not make it home, and we still accomplish that mission.
Which is great.
Because it doesn't matter, as long as he's blown up the train, mission's accomplished. Doesn't matter if he makes it home or not.
And what I do like that it's 2 missions.
Yeah.
Because it's like I feel like one of the missions is easy, but the second mission, as you mentioned earlier, makes it that just extra hard.
And here's the thing: you can do infiltration. You have sabotage. You have German shepherds where you actually poison the soldiers' dogs.
Oh.
You have to go there 3 times. I mean, if they're sniffing you out, like you need food and money. It closes off regions. You have an officer's mission. You have the Milice parade day. Take out the bridges. Underground newspaper. Assassination. Double agent. Coded messages. A bomb for the officer. And you have to aid a spy. And all of these require different resources, different strategy. And when they're mixed, when there's 2 to go to. And the other cool thing is each of these missions tie to a location here. They tie to the fence or they tie to the Pont du Nord. And so even where they're placed, change up the complexity of this game.
And I like it. It's very thematic as well.
Yeah,
and I think
100%.
that really ties in with the missions as well as the feel of the game.
Yeah.
And it totally just makes a better game.
Yeah, and it plays tight. So, if you've joined us, thank you so much for being here. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this was a Patreon requested video. We let them choose what we were bringing from 5 titles we had on our shelf here. The other 4, I don't know if they'll end up on the channel or not. And they're games I love, they're games I have, but it's just a time thing, right?
Totally.
And so, if you want to be a part of that decision making, if you want to vote on the new stuff we bring, or see the exclusive content we're doing, swing by there. It's just $1. It's literally $1 a month for access to the community, the conversation, direct access to us, and we have a lot of really cool stuff going on over there. If you like what we're doing here, it'd mean the world if you'd support us. 2 of the things you can expect. First off, I'm going to be bringing another solo play of this exclusively to the Patreon. So there'll be some neat, like I'll take on some other missions and just sit here and kind of have fun because I really am enjoying this game. And like I said, we are bringing Root solo. We're bringing Root, kind of the Better Bot project, both to the main channel and to the Patreon exclusively. So they voted. I believe right now the vote stands at the Eerie Dynasty being the most requested and the Vagabond being the second most requested. I think we have 30-something votes on that post. I believe I will be bringing gameplay, potentially with some more people, of the Vagabond Better Bot here to the main channel, and the Eerie Dynasty is going to be an exclusive over there on the Patreon. So if you want to kind of see how they work, how they play, that's where you can find the link. Whatever the case, thank you for joining us. Whatever you do, though, remember to do the important thing. Get out and play some games. We'll see you next time. Thank you.